Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Eliminator 2 between Desert Fools Bangladesh versus Neptune Afghanistan. And the news is that Afghanistan has won the toss and chosen to bowl first. We are well into the second over with 6 runs on the board for Team Bangladesh. And that starts off with a wide. We have Irfan, the number 8, bowling the second over. And that's a great delivery. Well judged by Russell, the batsman on strike, with Sandy on the non-striker end. And that's a good tap, an easy tap for 2 by Russell. Bangladesh are on a good start. In comes Irfan. And that's another wide. The second wide for the over. A bit off mark today, Mustafa.
Absolutely a slow start by Team Afghanistan. And a third wide. I think, what are they thinking? Giving away free runs like that. Wow! Caught. Those are difficult catches, Ali. It with the lights right on the head. I think you just have to guess. But kudos to the fielder. Kept the eyes on the ball. Just there wasn't much speed on that shot. But I think all those wides were negated by that. In comes Dilisara.
And Dilisara has been on fire the whole tournament, with a lot of up and down going on outside the game as well. And, this fuels him up and this shows in his bowling, and you'll see it right away from the first ball. In comes Dilisara. And that's a great delivery but turned into a nice tap by Russell. Russell is caressing these taps today for 2 runs. Looks like a man on a mission today. And Sandy given away a wicket already. He'll be looking to cover it up. Dilisara running in. And that seems like a close call for a catch. An appeal for caught out. And the umpire decides against it. A fiery appeal by Team Afghanistan. Seems like some confusion going on there, but the umpire's adamant that it's a not out. It's not a catch, or not a clean catch.
Well, what's a match without controversy for Dilisara? And now you'll see a totally different game. Now the gears have finally shifted into an aggressive motion. I think now we'll see some business.
Well, like I said just before the over was bowled, Dilisara has a lot of fire in him, and sometimes things doesn't go, the way they seem to be, but it's all part of the game and out of the control of all the stakeholders. And that's a great delivery, and we have a our favorite viewer, Mr. Uzaifa Hussain, watching us live all the way through the InSport shop. We wish him all the best. And the game continues. Well, Dilisara running in, and that's another. That was a catch. I think the fielder missed out on this. Dilisara will not be happy with that. This was his chance at redemption, and the fielder couldn't take up the catch.
Well, Aliyah, if you've not noticed, Dilisara has been spitting fireballs after that slight controversy with the umpire. I think suddenly he's all charged up. Well, that ends his over. A good over. A few dot balls, not many runs given. I think they were appealing for a caught behind, but the umpire said no. The batsman walked off quietly, and obviously there's no review for a caught behind. 15 runs so far, last over coming up for the first pair. Tarindu.
Well, yeah, we have another pacer, fiery pacer following up those fireballs from Dilisara. Tarindu is no less. He's going to throw them in very fast. And in he comes. That's a great Yorker by him. And the batsmen are on the third ball. The whole team is fired up. Tarindu runs in. And that's a misfield by the fielder Chaitanya there. Could have been a stop and a chance of a run out, but the game goes on. That's a great delivery. Team Afghanistan are hunting for a wicket, and it seems like it's. And that's another good tap. So the way they're bowling, it feels like a wicket is on the way, but Bangladesh is doing well and not letting them take any wicket. And that was another close call, but not a good delivery. Russell missed out on that. Could have been a good easy 2 runs. And we have one more ball to go for this skin. And that's a wide given by the umpire. Going to be a reball. Have to reload Tarindu. Let's see if this brings a wicket. And that's a dot ball. So the batsmen Russell and Sandy finish off at 20 runs for the skin. And in comes we have the next pair of the batsmen coming in. Is going to be Aman and the Z horror show from yesterday. Let's see if this continues on. It was a hell of a show yesterday from Z Nawaz. I termed it as the Z horror show because it was a horror show for the opposition. The way he hit those 7s were really scary for the team, for the opposition team, I'd say. And we have some sort of equipment issues with the batsman. The Z horror show is raring to go, but the partner is not ready yet.
Can he be given timed out?
I mean, let's see if this will be the first time out of indoor, but it's not going to be. Aman is in just in the nick of time.
I think he's got a problem with his helmet.
Well, this is not the helmet, we usually see, but yeah. Anyway, Dinesh on the mark. And that's just in. Was close to the wide line, but it's a dot ball. And that's another great delivery. Nice and full by Danush. Not letting them open the arms for the tap. And that's a drop catch. Z survives. The Z horror show continues, I'd say, from yesterday, and that's a boundary. Unfortunate for the fielder, Delisara. Could have been an easy catch, but he dropped it. Z gets a life. Gets another life in this game. Dinesh to continue. That's a dot ball. And that's another dot ball. Could have been a close call again for the run out at the striker's end. The batsmen are on a third ball. And that's nicely done by Aman for a single. End of the over, we have 24 runs on the board. We just concluded over number 5. So Mustafa, I don't see the fire from yesterday, that team Afghanistan had. Is it because they're playing back-to-back games, or is there way too much drama they have to handle outside the court before they enter the game?
I think they're playing some back-to-back games, and they've actually been, drained out yesterday. I don't think they want drama 2 days in a row. But a good forward tap by Aman. Comes forward, attacks Kasun.
I'm not mentioning Kasun is the man of the drama from yesterday.
Well, obviously I don't see what the fuss is about. Another leg side wide by Kasun. In comes Kasun. He's bowling some quick deliveries there. Not much turn that we can see right now, but I think he's gonna take one out of the hat pretty soon. Well, that's bad news for Z. I think he was looking at the ball. He should have gone straight for the run.
Wait, that was pretty poor running, and they should have called better for this. Even though this was a misfield, but Afghanistan took on the chance and they got the run out. And as the replay shows, this was not even a close call, and that was a close call. Kasun finishes off over number 6 with 27 runs on the board for Team Bangladesh. Well, we're into over number 7, and the skin is only 7 runs on the board for the skin, which is not enough so far. We have Shaz number 21 on to bowl, and that's just an easy delivery for Z Nawaz. He converts it to a good down up for 2. That was a better delivery than the first one. Restricted the batsman to a dot ball. And well driven by Aman for another 2 runs.
So I'd like to see what Z can do with Shaz. Do you think he's going to go? He looks like in an attacking stance. Look at that. And that comes corner, 4 runs. Oh, 5. Given 5. 5 runs given, and like I said, he was ready.
Well, yeah, like I said, the Z horror show, it continues. And Aman comes to the party with a great 7. Piercing both the fielders, straight for 7. They're really attacking the bowler in this over, which they really needed to.
He made it look so easy.
And another easy tap for Z. As the end of the over. With the total on 25. So from 7 runs, and that's, as you can see on the replay, Pierce both the fielders cleanly hit for a 7. Makes it look easy. So yeah, the last over went on for 18 runs. And we are into the last over. Afghanistan are trying to regroup after that over.
Ali, if you can let me know which language are these guys speaking, the Afghanis?
Well, they are Afghanis, but they are speaking, the Sri Lankan language, which is, I believe, Tamil, I believe. And same goes for Bangladesh. They're speaking in Hindi with each other. So this is unusual to see, but yeah, that's part of the diversification. And we have the aggressive Kamara on the mark against the aggressive Z Nawaz, and that was an inside edge. A great delivery by Kamara, nipped back in at a good length. Kumara comes around the wicket, and that's a great drive by Z, but could have been a run out had the fielder thrown it cleanly towards the backup fielder. Nonetheless, 2 more runs to the scoreboard. देखने क्या बोलता हूँ
बोल देना यार, उधर ग्रुप में मेरा नाम ही लोगों ने डाल दिया है, फरदान बंदर।
And the great tap of the legs for another 2 runs by Aman. The Z horror show on strike. Will he go for a 7 again?
Look at that, he's well, not with Kumara, he can't. Though he's dancing on the crease, but Kumara knows better. Probably, but a good down up, gets it out, but gets only 1 run from that. And 50 up for team Bangladesh. Does his Wolves. Fumble by the wicketkeeper, could have gotten him out. Aman was way outside the crease. And they didn't want to review that because they knew that he was quite in. 30 runs with this pair, Aman and Z. With that beautiful 7 by Aman, just piercing 2 fielders. He made it look so easy. And now comes Yash and Fardhan. Afghanistan will be looking to attack this pair, but they shouldn't underestimate. Who will Dilly? Oh, look at that! Dilly Sara takes the ball. He's gonna make sure he brings all his force against these 2 young batsmen.
While we have the dashing and young Yash Gurnani on strike, with the non-striker being the beard of cricket, as he would be named from now, Fardhan, Fari as they call him. And they're gonna face.
That's what it means. Because he's furry.
I mean, now to think of it, it could be, furry, and because he has a furry beard. So, and here we go, Delhi on the mark. A great fireball by Dilly Sara. He'll be running for a wicket. And that's a great tap by Yash. He does it so effortlessly. On to Fardhan to face Dilly Sara. Let's see how he goes about it.
I'll tell you one thing, but maybe after a few balls, and I'll show you a Yash straight if you can see it. If Yash hits a ball successfully, he will run all the way to the second net. Let's see. Is he going to do it again? Oh. No.
As they say, posing for the camera, after a shot, he runs for the camera really. So that's a good, unique trait that he has. But he has to face the fiery Dilly Sara, and that's another dot ball.
So if he gets this third ball, if he taps it properly, gets it away from the fielder, we'll see him right up close.
Yes, of course. He's gonna run right into the camera, right into the commentary box. And that's well tapped by Yash. And just as we said, he ran into the commentary box but took a U-turn because it's at the end of the over. And the skin ends with 5 runs of the 9th over. Only 5 seconds.
I think it's going on and off.
After 15 minutes. They will change. Yeah.
We've lost 22% of the game. That's what it means. And we're back in red.
Shaz comes in for his second over. That was a good delivery by Shaz after his thrashing in the first over. Seems to have a good comeback. And that seems to be a misfield, but nonetheless good tap from Yash for 2 runs. Just comes over the wicket. And that's a 7. That's a really good hit for 7 by Fardhan. A good comeback by Shaz. Really got a feel for the bowler, Mustafa.
Well, oh well, there he goes. He takes a wicket right there. I think we're experiencing some technical issues today.
And that's a review taken by Team Bangladesh. And the decision remains as out from the umpire. This will add a -5 to the scoreboard. A great comeback by Shaz after that 7 he got hit for. And that was another attempt to hit it out of the park, but only goes for a single. We have the end of the over with 60 runs on the board, with 10 runs on for the skin, with 2 more overs to go. We have the drama man Kasun bowling the 11th over. That's a good shot by Fari. Well tapped for 2 runs. Yash on strike. And that's a wide delivery. 2 more runs added to the board. Change of sides for Kasun. It's a good delivery, a dot ball. Well tapped by Yash. Was closer to the fielder, but it's a good shot. And we have the Z Horror Show next to us. What do you make of the game so far?
I think so far it's looking good. The guys are scoring. We're putting up a decent total. They've used most of their main bowlers. I think only Kamara is left. So hoping to score at least 80 runs from here if everything goes smoothly. So let's see, fingers crossed.
Well, thank you. You heard it from the man, the Z Horror Show. That's a dot ball. The batting pair is on the third ball.
What about this one?
Only working this one.
This is not working right now?
You are losing that, yes.
और अभी स्क्रीन रुक के चलेगी या क्या?
I don't know.
From this in, can change, sir.
I don't want to. I'm not sure if the link could reset or not.
Chaitanya coming in for the 4th over of the skin. 16 runs on for the sixth, for the third skin, and 66 runs on the board for Team Bangladesh. Chaitanya charging up for that delivery, and that was a close run. They'll only get one run. This was the third ball, mind you. A dot ball by Chaitanya. That's a good tap. Another 2 runs added. Great shot there by Fari. And that was a mishap there by both the teams, but Bangladesh comes out of it alive. With one run added to the total. That's another good tap. We have the last ball of the over and the skin as well. And that was a good delivery. Dot ball to end. And we have the final batting pair of Arif and Hari coming in. We might be facing some streaming delays there. We apologize for that. We are trying our best to fix it. We have the best man on the job for this. And meanwhile, giving a shout out to Warren Pereira. We welcome you on board, welcome you on the live stream.
यश मेरा बैट वापस कर कसम से उसको क्या ऐसे टच पे जा रहा है
Yeah. 72 on the board. The 13th over ball will be bowled by Tarindu around the wicket. Hari to face. That's a good delivery. Dot ball there. We are into the final 4 overs, and Bangladesh needs to add as much runs as possible to have a defending chance at it. That was another great delivery and could have been a run out, but a chance not taken. The Afghanistan feeling is, pretty down. It's a big contrast between yesterday's game, Mustafa.
I can't say I can remember Qasim's words yesterday. That so far we've done 8 live games, and all live games have been one-sided. The only mystery remains is where the scales tip. Over here, the Desert Wolves have scored 74 so far, and the last skin has just started.
Well, given the curse of the live stream, it looks like Bangladesh is right on track, with a good score on the board, and they're still building up. With another tap by Arif. The Bangladesh team cheering on. Let's see if this could also be another one of those games. Tarindu running in. The non-striker being sent back by Hari. End of the 13th over. In comes Chaitanya to bowl his second over and the 14th over of the game. Big pressure on his shoulders to bring Afghanistan back into the game because it's currently running away. Well tapped again by Arif for another 2 runs. We have 80 runs on the board. And that could have been a run out, but again a wayward throw by the fielder. And it's Dilisara at that with a wayward throw.
Well, Abid, it's not over. If you remember, yesterday Afghanistan scored 87 runs, so they have the firepower to chase it down. The only thing is, how will Bangladesh's fielding fare tonight? Because on the other side we can see Kumara, we see Dilisara. These guys are experienced players who play right under pressure. They've played international games, so it ain't over till it's over.
Another good shot for a single. But yeah, you know, Mustafa, this is a team game, and Team Afghanistan have like 2-3 players who are playing first time under such conditions, and you know it will all depend on them to how they take this pressure on and get them the runs in the batting, because the rest of them are pretty experienced. They can get the scores, take the pressure, because they've been in these situations many times before. But it will all bring the game down to how the new players complement this chase. So let's see when we reach the second innings what the total is and how everyone bats as per their respective responsibilities and skins.
I think it's the same team as yesterday. There are no changes. There's a one change maybe, yeah. But look at that. What's happening? Dilisar is just upset that he's not being able to hit the stumps. But third ball there. 83 runs, Irfan on strike. Arif facing Irfan in the bowling attack. In comes over the wicket. Third ball, and just places it on the back with safe 1 run. So yesterday they lost. Afghanistan lost yesterday's match to Sri Lanka. They had scored 87 runs batting first, and they were chased down. So that sort of tells us that maybe their bowling side isn't that strong. And Hari just joins the horror show. He's whacked it out of the park. The scores have moved to 91. And Arif playing a supporting role here, rotating the strike, and it's really upsetting the fielders. I think Hari is happy with that 7, just wants to end the over. The last over coming up. And it should be Kumara. Now Kumar is the last over expert. They're just deciding who's gonna keep against Kumara. That's the huddle about, not who's gonna bowl.
I don't think the huddle should be just about the wicket keeping. It should be, the fielders. Everyone needs to buck up for the last over, because the game is pretty much already seems like it's out of the hands, because 93 is a big total for such an eliminator game, and it's a lot of pressure to be chasing such a score. And coming back from a loss, it already has hurt them a lot for Team Afghanistan.
I'll disagree there, Ali. I think Kumara's got a few magic balls, and I'm looking forward. There we go, third ball situation. Can he convert this into a wicket? That will bring the total down below 90 in a range where maybe they can chase it down.
Third ball converted for a single there. Kumara has 4 balls to try and get the total down. Well stopped there by Hari. Trying to be conservative because the score is on the board. Nothing fancy needs to be done here. 2 more balls to go for the over. And that's a wide. Score moves on to 96, and we still have 2 more balls to go, because this will be a re-ball. Well stopped by the fielder there. Could have been a boundary had he not put his hand towards the ball. Kumara to ball the last ball of the innings. And that finishes off with a good tap for 2 runs. They finish off with a strong total of 98 runs.
Do you think he's going to go for it and try to get 100?
That's a close call for a wide, and now they finish off. 98 runs on the board. End of the innings. And we'll be back shortly with Afghanistan chasing 98 runs. And the second innings begin. We have Delisara and Kasun in for the first pair for Afghanistan. It's a big game and these two are big players. They'll need to give them a big start in order to ease this chase. And that's a repeat of what we saw in the first innings. Could have been a catch, but Aman misjudged it. And that's 4 runs for Kasun, 5 runs for the team. A quick 2 runs. A flashy shot by Delisara there. We have the Z Horror Show on the mark. He showed them with the bat. Let's see what he does with the ball. And that's a good delivery and well taken by Sandy there. The fielding seems to be in sync with each other. Another dot ball there. We still have one more ball to go. Z to ball. The batsmen are on a third ball. In comes Z. And that's a single taken. End of the over. 8 runs on the board.
That's a good start. Hurry by Team Afghanistan. And in comes Furry. I think he should rename himself Thor with that beard. Call him Odin's son.
And that's the first scalp of the day for Team Bangladesh. This was well taken by the fielder and a great finish off by the wicketkeeper as well. Great run out there. The furry beard starts with the wicket. Afghanistan back to 3 runs. Delisara on strike. That's a good tap for 2 runs there. They need to keep rotating the same way in order to build a good total here for the first skin and then move on to the second skin to take over from there. And that was a close call. We've seen Yash the keeper, but today we are seeing Yash the fielder as well. Great take there by Yash. Well tried for a run out. Could have been a run out, I'd say. And that's a wide. Big wide down the leg side. And that's another extra there, a no ball for line touch. Fari has given 2 extras already. Will be looking for a wicket. Afghanistan will be happy after the wicket. They've gotten the free runs. It's the last ball of the over. And that's another extra by Fari there. 2 more runs added to the total. Afghanistan on 11 runs. Good recovery there, I would say. We have Aman in for the 3rd over. And that's a great 7 by Dilisara. A bullet shot there. Aman under pressure there. But what a great shot. Look at the replay there. The fielder had no chance to even get close to it. And this is followed up by a good tap by Kasun. Afghanistan on the charge here. And that's another 7 by Dilisara. What a powerful shot there. Yash could not hold on to it at all. Cannot blame the fielder there. This was a very powerfully hit shot. A really low and flat hit for a 7. Dilisara is out to kill. That would be a single off the leg by. Aman under immense pressure. Let's see if we can stop this onslaught by Dilisara. He has 2 more balls to go. Dilisara on strike.
I think Delhi's looking to hit one more. Nope. He's just going in. That was good running, quick running. Delhi wants Sara strike and Sara runs for him. He wants everything. 30 runs so far. Kasun facing, Aman coming in. Oh, I think 30 runs and still 1 over to go. The onslaught continues. I think the captain will now bring in someone more experienced and try to stop Delhi from making more runs. Those 2 sevens, flat, low, and here comes Sandy.
Yeah, this is what will count, the experience. Like I said earlier, the young players, a lot of them, it's a first time experience for them, and these experienced players have taken the pressure under the belt before, so they can take it on, and rightly so. We have Sandy into ball to stop this onslaught because he's experienced. He'll know what to do against Dilisara. And in he runs. Dilisara with another aggressive shot. That's 2 runs. And I believe he's hit his own non-striker there. Kasun is down. We'll have a short medical break brought to you by Prime Medical.
Well, those Delhi's just going, attacking the ball. He's you don't want to come in between that. Might as well give the runs, not lose your fingers or legs in this manner. But Kasun seems okay, and Prime Medical has exited from the other end. Here comes Kasun facing Sandy. I think he's going to rotate the strike. There we go.
Easy tap there by Kasun. Sandy looks a bit under pressure. Let's see what he does on this third ball against Dilisara, who's he's a man on a mission. And that looks like it's they're calling for a catch, appealing for a catch, but I believe it must have just grounded before it got into the fielder's hands. A great effort for from Aman there, but not out given. Just a difference of a millisecond. As you can see in the replay, the ball seems to be grounded just before it got into the hands. A great call by the umpire there. Now the single taken. Delhi's back on strike. He has 2 more balls to face of this over. He'll be looking to maximize this, either with a maximum or let's see what he does. And that's out. Well taken by Sandy. He was under pressure, but he calmly took it and went for the run out. Dilisara seems to be down as well. We'll have another Prime Medical break here.
I knew he was running dangerously there.
That doesn't look good in our replay. Dilisara seems to have hurt his right arm there.
One more, boys. One more. Come on, boys.
I think he dived, but his hand.
Come on, boys.
Seems to be okay there. The Prime Medical team is right on the money there, fixing the players in no time.
I think that was a good risk to take. They scored 1/3 of the total. I think it was look at that, good 3. Kasun playing it beautifully, just getting 3 runs, 35 from that.
Well, that was a good start. 35 runs on the board, chasing 98. I'd say it's a job well done by the captain Dilisara and Kasun. We have the next pair coming in, Dinush and Chaitanya. A lot of responsibility for Chaitanya there because, like I said, these young and new players against such pressure is a whole different game. Let's see how Chaitanya takes this on. And we have the Z Horror Show in for the second over. He's raring to go today. He's on another level, he'll be looking to scare the batsman again, get some wickets. And that's a great ball first up. Z Horror Show rightly said.
That's the first well left I've seen in India.
That was a great attempt by Fari there
Need 2 runs.
for a run out. We have Chaitanya to face now against the Z Horror Show. Oh, that was a really good delivery. The batsman had no clue. Well tackled by Chaitanya there for 2 runs.
Keep your run. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
My apologies, that's a single taken, not 2 runs. That's another amazing delivery. Some really good bowling there by Z. And the last ball. And that could have been a run out, but Fari seems to be in a hurry there. Just needed to take a few seconds, could have been an easy run out, but time to regroup for Team Bangladesh.
Well, I'm really happy that this score looks progressive for Team Afghanistan. This will finally break the curse of a one-sided game on every live match if this goes down the wire. I'd like to find Qasim if he's around. I saw him here. Well, I hope these guys make a match out of this. In comes Russell for the 6th over of the match. 39 runs so far for Team Afghanistan. That's run out. I think I've spoken too soon, Ali.
Well, the commentator's curse always continues, whether it's outdoor cricket or indoor cricket, and we just witnessed that with that run out. There was no need to run there, but Dhanush was in some hurry, and that gave away the wicket. Skin goes on into the negative. Oh, that could have been another run out. Russell seems to be doing a good job. And that's a 7 by Chaitanya. What a great hit under pressure. And well run as well. Could have been a run out. As you saw, it's in the replay, it was pretty close. Had Aman hit the stumps, could have been a wicket. That's another great delivery by Russell.
Ali, I don't need to understand that language. I understood the expressions right there. Dhanush is irritating his team players with those well lefts.
And that's a run out. Unlucky there for Chaitanya. He ran into the non-striker. Could have reached home safely, but it was pretty unlucky. But that's an out, a run out. But good attempt there by Chaitanya. He's trying to get the score for the team. We have Arif coming in next for the 7th over. With Chaitanya on strike. That's a good tap. Great tap there by Chaitanya. Looks like he's got both the games, aggressive as well as the conservative, just getting them taps for the 2 runs. And that's a good ball there. That was a close. Was close to the leg side, but it was well inside. And we have another run out by the captain, Hari there. Good collect and good finish. A great run out.
Well, this skin is becoming dreadful for Team Afghanistan. As long as they stay in positive, I feel the other players might have. But again, Chaitanya playing good aggressive cricket, and Dinush facing some difficulties playing that supportive role. But I think he needs to rotate because Chaitanya looks confident. He needs to play some clean shots. Arif with some great deliveries there. It's that bowling action that's just that full swing of the ball, really quick. The ball sways to the leg side, but this time it was given wide. One more over to go. 6 runs so far for this skin. Who's gonna bowl? Looks like the captain. Or is it Russell? Are they still deciding? They're taking their sweet time to decide. Well, it's going to be the captain. He's gonna make sure he seals this skin once and for all.
And we have Hari coming into bowl. That's a great delivery, but taken for 2 runs there. A good reversal of the rules we are seeing here. You know, Chaitanya being the junior player, he's taking the responsibility, trying to get the runs for the team. And Dinush seems to be under a lot of pressure. Chaitanya has to cover up with such shots, and that's another 3 runs. And rightly so, Chaitanya continues doing his best to get the most of the runs for the team. And he has to, because Dinush seems to be under a lot of pressure for some reason. And that's almost another run out, and it was a miss. Really poor running there from Dinush today. Every ball seems to be a wicket when he's on strike, which is not a good sign, being a senior player. Hari to continue. Rightly predicted there by our maestro Mustafa. He said the batsman would hit towards Yash, and he did so. You may place your bets, but do take the tips from Mustafa Tin, the man of the tin sports. Rightly predicted. And that's rightly fielded again by Yash. The umpire has given it a not out, but let's see what our replay says as the team reviews. Seems to us that the bails have fallen. Bails have fallen and the bat is out. That should be given out by the umpire. And poor running from Dinush continues.
His hand no inside.
Well, our replay shows it's a big out and the review should be retained by Team Bangladesh and a -5 added to the total as well. We're just waiting for the umpire and I think the call is given as out by the umpire. Rightly so. We have a run out shown on the screen. Chaitanya on the strike again. May he want to cover up. That's another good tap. Great batting there by Chaitanya. And the end of the over with 12 runs for the skin and 47.
Halfway there.
Almost, yes, it's halfway there, but big job to do now by the third skin. This will make or break the game.
Well, I think thanks to Dilisara for his first pair of 35, this was compensated.
And they are 3 runs behind what Bangladesh was. They were at 50.
Well, they could have been 50, but for that last run out. In comes Yash, starting the 9th over.
We have the poster boy, Yash, in for ball, and we have the batsmen Shaz and Irfan. Shaz on strike, Yash to bowl. Starts off with the dot ball. Shaz also needs to take responsibility just the way Chaitanya did. Well, that's another dot ball. That was a wayward delivery there. And Shaz manages to get a bat onto it.
Ali, that's some great bowling by Yash. Number 77. He's got 2 Ronaldos on his back. Or 2 Dhonis, being a wicketkeeper. But some great bowling, keeping line length, and oh, look at that! A mix-up in between. The non-striker just runs into the batsman and just stranded in between. And a wicket for Yash. Have a look at that replay. Non-striker not even looking and just running into each other.
I mean, a lot of they, crashing into each other for Team Afghanistan, hitting the batsmen on the other end. Not sure what's going on between them. There's still Qasim. He was there. And we have the furry beard coming into ball.
10th over.
Starts off with a no ball.
Well, I think Furry's not really happy with the score. Not much excitement in his life, so he's like making it interesting. He wants things to go down the wire. Slower one, trying to keep the line in length this time. 2 runs for Irfan, and he made sure he doesn't bump into his friend again. Shaz playing it straight. I don't know, Ali, if they're going to play this way. There's no, I don't see any intent, and it's a quick game. There's no reason to bat deep over here. They need to make those runs, and I think this is the bowler they could capitalize on. But instead, I think they're just, not rotating the strike. It seems easy to say from outside, but again,
boys, play positive, come on.
we've got Tarindu and Kumara, the last pair, and they need to. These guys need to make at least 20, or even more. At least 25. But 2 overs done, 2 overs left, and 25. A score of 25 will ease the target for the last pair.
Well, I reckon anywhere between 30 to 35 left to score for the last skin. I'd say Kumara alone can take it on, but this batting pair needs to do something so that the last skin can try and chase it down. And we have the dashing Yash to continue for the 3rd over. And that was a close one, not given as a wide. 3rd ball for the batsman. A flick there by Shaz. Ten more balls to go for the skin to make up something out of the chase. Another 2 runs. This is all they need to do. Keep building. Another tap by Shaz there, and that seems to be a run out at the striker's end, given out by umpire. And a review taken by Afghanistan. This is such a good tap. Let's see what the replay shows. Was it close or was it a clear run out? Can't see there in our replay screens. We'll wait for the umpire's decision. If it's an out, that will hurt the chances a lot.
On the first glance, the batsmen have taken a review.
Let's see if the decision is overturned.
I think
Well, the body language tells that this is not going to be overturned. Will be given as an out. We are yet to get a final decision by the umpire. And for the 20,000 viewers watching from home, the news from the court is that we are awaiting a decision for a run out. It seems to be taking a bit of time. There's a bit of confusion. The original decision was out, but the umpires are still consulting the review taken from the batsman. We are yet to get a decision. And while we are at this short break, you may send in any questions or queries with the hashtag AskTin. That's ASKTIN for any questions which we can relay during the live stream. So once again, hashtag AskTin for any questions. And we have Mr. Huzaifa in the ground, as he was on the live chat. Now we have him in person there. Would you care to join us, Mr. Huzaifa?
Thank you very much. And nobody replied to my comment.
I did. We named you on air.
Yes. Excuse me. I'll just go and check the comment and be back.
Well, this is all the banter that you get here live on Tin Sports. Some good commentary and great matches. And again, any questions, hashtag AskTin, any questions or queries or any shout outs, don't forget to use the hashtag AskTin. And I believe the confusion is still going on. We have no idea what the final decision is. Seems an out for us, but we'll wait for the decision.
well, you can see on your screens Dilly Sara pleading his case along with the batsman and the and the Danube official is also on the floor explaining. I think it's about well, the original decision was out. What happens usually when the original decision is out?
Now, if the reviews shows that it's clear that it could be overturned, it will be overturned. But if there's a doubt, the original decision remains.
So I guess Team Afghanistan really pleading the case.
But it sums up their day so far. The batting has not been good in the last 2-3 overs, I'd say, and this one decision, regardless if it goes in their favor or not, the batting still needs to, get their game up and try to score the runs, because we are running out of overs, and it will be a lot to do for the last skin, and it will be, I'd say, a bit too late.
Well, if only Dilisala was playing the last skin instead of the first one, this decision would have roiled him up and we would have seen his close match maybe. But we're not discounting anything yet. There's still one more over to go in this skin and 4 more overs in the last with Kumara and Tarindu waiting outside the courts. And there he goes. Ashik finally calls it out and says play on. So the decision is called out. That's -5.
We still have a pause in the game. The batsmen are still pleading that it's a not out, but the umpire decision stands.
I told I don't want this umpire. I told. Still they were getting this umpire. I don't know why.
Tell Qasim is there.
This angle shows the glove color.
Well, the game continues. The batsman moves out of the way. Yash to reload for that delivery. Charges in with the wide delivery there. A single taken there by Irfan. End of the over there. We have the last over to go for the skin. To try and make a game out of this, they need to score maybe another 10 or 12 runs if they have a chance of making a game out of this. And we have the Russell muscle to bowl to try and finish the game right here. Last over. Here we go. Ball onto the legs and a misfield by Aman there. Could have been a run out. A lot of confusion there in the court today. Another single there by Irfan. He's trying his best for the taps, but not going his way. And now they finally get a run out there. Team Afghanistan in a Very poor situation. This will be an impossible task to chase down by the last skin. Over 50 runs left to go. That's a good take by the captain Hari. Could have been a run out. Another 2 runs by Irfan there. Shaz on strike with 2 balls to go. Another flick for 2 runs. 3 actually. It's 3 runs. The last ball of the over. That'll be a 2-run. This ends the third skin with 6 runs and the total on 53, with the last skin needing 46 runs in the 4 overs, which is a huge task. But you never know, with Kumara on strike, it may be possible. And Tarindu to support. Anything can happen. But pretty much it seems Bangladesh has this game in their hands.
Well, we have Aman to bowl 1 over. We have Sandy to bowl 1 over. We have Hari to bowl 1 over. I think we have Arif, if I'm not mistaken. Sandy to start. Kumara facing. Is he going to attack the first ball? Oh, good lord. Did you see that? Arif picks it up, and Kumara outside the crease, beaten by Sandy. 5 more runs added to that mammoth task.
Well, this looks well out of reach now, because that wicket does not help any chances. And that's a misfield for a 4-run boundary there, which should not have been there, but a misfield by Aman. Another misfield there by Aman. Could have been another run out, but
I think Kumara won't strike, because that's the only way he can attack. He'll go for it. Tarindu gets ball on that leg, the shin of Sandy again. Oh, he goes for wild slog. Wide given.
Tarindu throws the kitchen sink at it, but missed out, and still got 2 runs for the team as Sandy bowled a wide. That's flicked for 2 runs.
Well, that was good. Kumara will be trying to rotate the strike once more, keep the strike in the next over. He's going to try to make maximum out of this. Let's see.
That's another aggressive shot. And Aman misses out again. He's not having a good day in the field at all. He's trying his best out there, but things not going his way. The team trying to push him on.
So 40 more runs in 3 overs.
That's
What's the run rate?
that's 18 balls. Even a tap on each ball takes them to 36. So the run rate, I would say, is above, I would say 13 and over. 13, 14 and over. It's gettable, but kind of kind of impossible, I'd say. We have Aman for the second over for the fourth skin. Kumar on strike. Could have been a wide, but just grazes the body of Kumara. He's looking to hit out every ball, which is what's required. Twos won't do it. And that's 2 runs. Kumara charging for every ball. Tarindu needs to do the same to support Kumara at the other end to get the maximum runs as possible. And that's taken by Hari. Off the net, into the hands of Hari. Tarindu gives away a wicket. Further 5 runs added to the runs to win. Kumara on strike. And that's a 7. Gone through 2 fielders into the back net for a 7. A powerful strike. Like I said, Kumara is looking to hit out every ball. And this is what he needs from his batting partner as well. To not give away wickets. And that's another boundary. This is what Tarindu needed to do, the previous ball that he faced. But he gave the ball a bit of an elevation and that got him out. Out caught.
This is the make or break ball. Yeah, but if this goes for a boundary, we have a game on. But he keeps strike, rotates it, gets 2 off that. Oh, what do you think?
Well, we have 12 balls to go and about 31 runs to go. 12 balls. That's 15, 16 and over to win. Well, it all will depend in the next over. We'll find out what happens. Let's see who's gonna bowl. It's Arif. He's certainly not going to give them any chance to score big against him. But with Kumara, again, like I said before, you never know. He's striking them powerfully, and if it gets into the arc, he's gonna smash it out of the park. Arif, first ball. And that's a run out. Out given by the umpire. Well taken by Arif. Into his follow through. He turned back, aimed for the stumps, and got the run out. Brilliant there by Arif. And that's another 7 by Tarindu there. This pierced the fielders again. Very powerfully struck. We have another prime medical break. Arif seems to have injured his finger. The short break is brought to you by Prime Medical.
70 on the board.
And we have 70 on the board. 29 runs to go.
4 balls of this and 6. 10 runs. 10 balls to go.
10 balls, 29 runs. Tough task, but let's see.
And 2 more boundaries and
We have a game on. There's 2 more 7s. We need to make the game interesting.
if they just don't give their wickets away now. Well, game is resumed. RF is back on. And what's gonna happen? Easy 3. Was that 3? Just 2 runs. Three more balls left for this over. Tarindu on strike. Arif. Just 1 run from there. Kumara.
These 2 balls need to go for a boundary to get a game out of this.
That's been given a wide. And so Arif Kumara will be looking to rotate this ball, keeping the stride the next. And that's the only way things can change. Arif makes some space, gets 2, and now 77 is the total.
Well, we are into the last over with 22 runs. 3 sevens will do the game, I'd say. And we have the captain, Hari, to finish the game off for these last 6 deliveries. 22 runs to win for Team Afghanistan. 21 for a super over, if we are lucky. Let's see how the first ball goes. Hari taking his time to set up the field. Kumara on strike. And that's a boundary, a fiver there for Kumara. What a great powerful strike there. Now we have 17 runs to go of the five deliveries. A dot ball. Four deliveries, 17 runs for the win. And that goes for 2 runs. 3 runs, 15 to go. They need to hit 5 every ball, yes. Hari charging in. And that's a run out by Hari. That's game over there. It's a not out. It's a not out given by the umpire, Mustafa. Let's check our replays. Let's see what happened there. That's a clear run out there. But somehow the umpire has given it a not out. Team Bangladesh reviewed this. Surely the decision is going to be overturned, and rightly so. Out given by the umpire. And we can safely say Bangladesh are going to be into the finals unless they bowl a wide or no ball. We'll have Mustafa take us through to the last deliveries.
In comes Hariharan. Tarindu bowled him. It's all done and dusted now, Ali.
Last ball, boys, last ball.
Hari is sweeping it up.
Go back.
Make some space to whack this, but good line length. The middle stump. And that does it. Team Afghanistan ends their journey in this tournament, and Team Bangladesh, the Desert Wolves, are going to the final. Up against Sri Lanka. Tambapani Sri Lanka versus Desert Wolves Bangladesh. That's the final match of the MrCricket UAE World Championship 2023. It was a good game. It was a bit exciting. People had some hopes. It would have been even better if we went really down the wire. But these players kept us in the game throughout. And
Really a close game.
finally a close game, says Qasim. Well, thank you to everyone who tuned in for this exciting match tonight at Danube Sports World. We'll see you again in the finals. Signing off, Musfatin, and thank you, Ali Abid, for your words.
Well, thank you so much. Good night, everyone, and see you in the finals.
Good night.